him hit. The guy can block.
Yeah.
The guy can catch.
He's a tight end.
I think that I can see what Rodgers maybe hitting his tight ends. It tells you off the top of my head I can't even tell the tight end because I know the guy was out all year.
Right, Jermichael Finley. That was a big hit for them. He's one of the best.
Yeah, so he's the one, the tight end that I think of. But now I don't even know who the guy is in the tight end with Green Bay right now.
Right,
to be honest with you.
it's true. I mean, they got that guy. What's his name?
You don't have Michael. They still have Michael.
Well, Jermichael Finley's is out. No,
Not
Michael's gone.
Michael. They got him.
They got oh man, number 83. I can't think of his name.
All right, so
but anyway,
I can't remember anyway. So we want to go with.
So we're gonna go with Pittsburgh. All right,
that's cool. Man.
Offensive line. Now this year.
This is something this guy got to go with because offensive line and never even snapped the ball, held the ball. So I mean, who do you guys really watch the offensive line? Okay, for the guys who played the game, but the guys who are just gonna watch it, like
so maybe we'll take the offensive line out of the game altogether.
Yeah, move the offensive line over. Yeah, snap it to offensive lineman. It's not bad offensive line.
All right, we'll blow through it quick.
No, but it's not bad offensive line. The guys have the hardest job in the world. You look up, you see a guy like I don't know. Wolford, whatever the guy's name on Pittsburgh is, standing there looking over you. He's 350 pounds listed, probably about 4'10".
Stinks. I'm sure he don't smell good.
No.
He didn't wear his wife's deodorant.
Yeah, so you got that guy. You flinch a little bit, and you get a penalty.
Right.
I mean, you like move a little bit. You don't even see it, but offensive line. Let's touch with you. You played the offensive line as a kid too, so.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go Green Bay here. If and this is a big if was this, whatever. But Pittsburgh's got too many injuries, and now they lost their rookie Pro Bowl center, Mike Pouncey, or Marquis. There's twin brothers, and I think it's Marcus Pouncey's their center. Kid's going to be a perennial Pro Bowler. He's out, broke his ankle last week in the game.
So
he's going to be out. Green Bay's a little banged up, but not as banged up as Pittsburgh. They're going to have Flozell Adams playing right tackle. Now, I mean, this guy if he plays, he's good for 2 flags on Super Bowl Sunday. You mark my words. Green Bay has the edge.
And he's a little bit prejudiced about him too because. Brad, as you know, he's a Giant fan, and
a bum.
And the guy's a cowboy. He likes his little.
He's a cheap shot artist.
Just like him.
Took out Justin Tuck 2 times. He does. But besides that, all my love for my team removed from this, the guy he's a bum. 2 penalties, folks. A holding call, and he's definitely jumping off sides. I'm looking right at you people. All right. Green Bay has the edge. Defensive line.
Defensive line. I mean. Go up front defensive line. I gotta give it to Pittsburgh.
The front 3, right?
I gave it to Pittsburgh, but you want to go with linebackers or something like that?
Well, yeah. I mean, I just quick. I would have to.
You know what it is with the defensive line for me. Honestly, that's like. I guess the only one. I guess to get to the quarterback, quickest and block the run and stuff like that. I'd go Pittsburgh. I mean,
that's in the 3-4 defense. The defensive line's not as big a factor as it is say how the Giants run, because they rush outside with their outside linebackers,
Okay, so you're talking about the edge of the games.
Well, yeah,
he's going to know that. You got to listen to this guy in that.
Well, one thing that's going to hurt Pittsburgh.
This is still him
on the defensive line. One thing that's going to hurt Pittsburgh is Aaron Smith. He's been out a while. He's probably the best 3-4 defensive end in the league. I'm going to have to go with Green Bay's front 3 in this game just because of the injuries. Although Pittsburgh's front 3 and Casey Hampton and the other 2 guys, again, I should have wrote it down. I'm going with Green Bay. But as far as linebackers, just like Billy was saying, I'm going to have to go with Pittsburgh. You got Harrison outside. You got Lamar Woodley. These guys, they just get after.
And you also got the Farrier, which
Farrier is in the middle.
All of a sudden, he popped into that
system. Yeah,
he popped into that system.
Listen, Parcells drafted him early. What was he, 3rd, 4th pick or something like that? He knew what he was doing with him. I mean, but I got to give the edge as far as linebackers to Pittsburgh.
That's good. Yeah, Pittsburgh. I can see that, definitely.
You want to take, all right, now we're going to go over to the secondary. Again, right, it seems like this is what we were talking about, people, how close these 2 teams are, because every one of these categories, with the exception of maybe running back and tight end, could go either way. It's up for interpretation. It's up for debate. But they're secondary. Now, I'm picking Green Bay secondary just for the reason that the simple fact that Polamalu's been hurt. Now, the Polamalu that we saw last week in the Jet game is not the Polamalu that we saw all year.
No, but they said he was at 70%.
Yeah, and he's hurt. And now
pushing it probably.
And that's true. I mean, the guy is a freak. He's a freak. The guy's a freak. And you take, on the other side of the ball, Charles Woodson.
Oh, but you know what? If you're going to look to move the ball, you're going to see the ball moved.
Right.
I think you're going to see it more against Pittsburgh anyway.
Right.
Because I think that if you can get the ball off,
Right.
if you're quick enough, which
Sure.
I think Rodgers is quick enough to get the ball off,
Right.
and if Green Bay gets you off the line of scrimmage somehow, I think that you can take advantage of. Definitely. I mean, that's the only way I think you can
Right.
take
Yeah,
advantage
that's
of
true.
Pittsburgh.
That's what they say.
I don't think you'll be able to step up and just come out and run the ball.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't run into that defensive line. It's impossible. You try to run away from them, they'll chase you down.
Yeah. No.
So I mean, if you can get to
Second level.
Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
you're gonna get to them through the air,
Yeah.
the secondary. I mean, that's what I think.
I agree with you, Bill, and I'm going to have to take Packers secondary. You know, they got Charles Woodson, Pro Bowler.
Which is a guy that never seems like he gets old. He
No.
never gets used.
He's been around forever.
Oh, that's
Seems
unbelievable.
like
That's
they got
unbelievable.
Truman Williams on the other corner. I mean, they might be the best tandem of cornerbacks
You're looking at the
in the league.
Yeah, definitely.
You
You
know?
look at the defensive last year. Who was the player of the year in the NFC?
Yeah, no doubt he was, and he could be again this year.
That's
the
it.
truth.
Yeah, I mean,
You know, so they're going to have to get the nod
he
there.
beat out Revis in one
yeah.
little Revis.
Which is again, I mean, Revis. I'll just say I'm not a Jets fan. I've never seen anybody play that position. I'll say as well as him without getting penalties.
Why do they call Revis out?
No doubt. I mean, he gave that name to himself, I think. But
That's all right.
You know, that's fine. I mean, he got when you're that good. I mean, he deserves
You
it.
got Ocho Cinco's name changed back, right?
Yeah, that guy. He's not even worth on our show.
Ocho no show.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, no
Special teams, just real quick. I mean, what's this? Scott Sweezum is the kicker in Pittsburgh. They, enough said. They got Mason Crosby over in Green Bay. Coaches.
Coaches.
Mike Tomlin, Mike McCarthy.
I mean, Tomlin has done it before.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean? And
100%.
and the guy, I mean, for being 38 years old,
Sure.
I mean, you don't develop leaders like that. I mean,
Right.
because we get the respect of players, probably you're coaching.
Oh, they love
some. No, I mean, talking about loving them. I'm saying like they're your age. I mean, some of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
not
true.
really that. I mean,
No, but
they're
I
his
mean,
peers. He's like
yeah.
they're coached by like a peer.
They hang out with guys his
But
age.
you know what?
I mean?
Pittsburgh's organization is an organization that's developed around being a Steeler.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what all teams want to be. They want to be themselves.
Yeah,
And
right,
develop their own. And this guy just fell right into it. I mean,
Yeah, he
look
did.
at-
He
what's
stepped
up?
right in, man. He did.
Coward. I mean, the guy wins the Super Bowl.
Right.
And,
You know,
next thing you know, he moves in this guy, and you would think that they would take a step back.
No.
Like honestly, I really think that Pittsburgh would take a step back with a guy.
Well, you
not
had to.
knowing him, not knowing him.
Not knowing Tomlin, nothing against him, but just a change, you're saying.
Oh, 100%. And the guy that hasn't even done this period.
Right, never been a head coach
Steps
before.
in, commands respect of his players, his respect of each other.
Right.
And the guy is, he's a classy.
He
You
is.
didn't hear the guy say nothing. The guy is not going to say
No,
nothing.
he's a top-notch dude. And,
Oh,
just
100%. I mean, I love the guy. I mean, to be honest with you, except for beating us last week as a Jet
Right.
fan.
put all things aside. Right,
As
I
with
got you.
Tomlin, I mean,
Bill Cowher said last week, they had on CBS today, they were talking to him, and he said, he's like, Mike Tomlin's fingerprints are all over this team. He didn't win the Super Bowl with, now this is Cowher speaking, he didn't win a Super Bowl with my team.
no,
His fingerprints
not at all.
and his signature is all over this team, but he just took the players, and you know what, there was no defection, no one wanted to leave, just like you said, they respected this man, bought into what he was selling, and here they are. This is going to be 3 Super Bowls in 6 years. Hello, Steel Curtain, hello, Patriots of late 90s or early 2000s. I mean, 3 Super Bowl in 6 years in this day and age of free agency and all
I
turnover.
mean, when you talk about the top teams in the NFL,
you got to put them there.
that's not even. It's
You
just,
gotta put 'em
it's-
there.
You got your top percent. You got your, that's the top you got.
Mm-hmm.
You got. I mean, you hate to say, maybe you have the Cowboys. You have your 49ers with the late run, winning 4. Then you got
The Steel Curtain,
Steelers,
70s.
100%.
No doubt.
Throw the Giants towards the back of it, I think.
Yeah,
At the top, being up there, winning 3
Right,
Super Bowls.
sure.
Or you could throw. I mean, I can't even think of definitely New England. How I forget.
Yeah, right.
I forget New England.
You'd probably love to forget it.
Yeah, I don't even
You
think
know
about
you
New
beat it,
England.
so.
Yeah, but that's
But so maybe we'll wind this up here. I will, just.
Yeah, the whole thing with the show is we're going to try to do is we're going to have a Facebook page. We're going to invite a bunch of members to join, and if you want to ask us questions on the Facebook, our next show, we'll just
send us in a
discuss.
couple, and we'll do our best to answer them. It's we want to know if there's certain things that you guys want us to talk about, or just things that you want to discuss, or just whatever. When we set this page up, we'll get word out to everybody. And, send us your feedback. Tell us what you think. Like we said, this is our first time doing this, and, we've been best friends for a long time. And
we go back so far back that, I mean, it's going back almost 25, 30 years.
Yeah, no doubt.
And this is something where we really like to do.
Yeah,
and local guys just trying to get out there. And I just want to bring one thing up real quick. I got a good friend of mine that was like to sponsor the show. His name is Gene, and he has the Detection Home Inspection Company. And if you're buying a new house or anything like that, you need the house inspected. This guy is Gene, is top-notch guy, man, knows his stuff. Also a master plumber. If you want to call Gene, if you're buying a house, you want the house inspected, you can call Gene at 516-351-4816. The guy's name is Gene, and that's brought to you by Detection Home Inspection.
Also brought to you by B&B Painting, some of the best painters around. That's B&B Painting, 646-773-6169 or 347-898-9472. B&B Painting. Thank you. I'm Brad. This is Buck.
Yeah.
Good job.
Hope you guys tune in and tell everybody, give a couple guys, that trying to do something a chance out there.